But first, deal or no deal, 40 days on the picket line for UAW workers may be drawing to a close as early as this afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us for Local 4 News at noon. I'm Rhonda Walker. And while some UAW locals have turned down the contract, many are giving that new contract a thumbs up. This afternoon, the United Auto Workers Union International will tell us how the vote went overall. Local 4 business editor Rob Maloney joins us now live at the Detroit-Hamtramck Assembly Plant. And what's the very latest?
Well, the very latest is they're playing music and dancing out here, which would lead you to believe that they think that they've got a deal in hand, the tentative agreement likely to be passed. We'll have to wait and see on the vote count on this. But here at DHAM, they're excited. I mean, let's face it, $11,000 bonus, raises, a new product. And so now what we've got is a situation where we just have to wait and see. So let's see what the rest of the afternoon is going to bring us.
They jammed the biggest log in the woodpile into the burn barrel at the Detroit-Hamtramck picket line this morning. They believe the strike is winding down. A 22-year veteran who would only tell us his first name, Mo, is convinced.
Have you been out here long enough?
Yes, I have. It's time to go back to work.
Do you think they're going to approve the tentative agreement?
I do.
Now, the voting's going right down to the wire. One of the larger plants remaining is UAW Local 5960, servicing the Orion Assembly Plant, where they make the Sonic and the Bolt. There are about 750 votes to be had there. UAW Local 174 near Willow Run Airport, the Ypsilanti service parts operation, is a much smaller plant, only 75 votes there. There's a passage requirement, 50% plus one vote in either direction. All the votes must be into the UAW International downtown by 4 p.m. Then the final vote count begins and should finish by about 5, maybe 6 o'clock. Once the official results get finalized, GM UAW Vice President Terry Dittus sends a letter to the National Bargaining Committee and local presidents. If the deal is turned down, then it's back to the negotiating table. The UAW then schedules new talks with General Motors. If the tentative agreement is approved, immediate preparations begin for the plant openings. Mo believes this 40th day on the picket line was well worth it.
What we won was more than just money or more than just a contract. We won the hearts of the community, and I think that's important.
Now, I was on the phone talking to some my UAW contacts, and they were telling me that there is an incentive here for the UAW to get this tentative agreement in, if in fact it's passed, before 5 p.m., the end of business today. There are some corners to the UAW-GM contract that are actually beneficial to everybody if they get it accomplished by then. So we should probably look for this to happen about 4:45 or maybe even 5 minutes to 5. But it's looking like we'll have something this afternoon. Back to you.
All right, Rod. So if it passes, what does that pathway back to work and making cars look like?
Well, there's a lot of stuff on assembly lines waiting to be finished. So what will happen is immediately skilled tradespeople, they're the people to maintain the plants, make sure that they're in good working order, get the plants back up and running. That's the first step. But in places like Flint, where they have a truck plant, 3 shifts, they want that plant up and running as soon as humanly possible. Now, they probably have some parts in the plant, but they also have to get the supplier network working because they deliver parts just in time. So they need to get the parts into the plants in order to be able to finish the cars. So what this means is there may be some fits and starts to all of this, and it might take a week or even 2 to get the company back up to full and proper production.
I have a feeling those suppliers probably have those trucks filled and ready to move as soon as they get the green light. I'm sure everyone wants to get back to work. Rod, thank you.